Complaint filed against Virat Kohli 2 days after the Bengaluru Stampede, which resulted in the death of 11 people. Activists approached the police seeking FIR against the RCB player. In the Bengaluru tragedy, 4 accused sent to judicial custody for 14 days till the 19th of June. Karnataka government shifts the blame. The Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar says, what more can the government do and how is the government responsible? Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney invites Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the G7 summit in Alberta, scheduled for the 15th till the 17th of June. Prime Minister Modi accepts the invite. Sources suggest that India has granted a key license to Starlink, bringing it closer to commercial internet services. In an NDTV World exclusive, the Axiom mission commander spoke to NDTV and said that Shubhanshu Shukla is extremely talented. Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Osama Shab. A social activist has petitioned the Bengaluru police demanding an FIR to be registered against Virat Kohli and others in connection with the Stampede outside the Chinnaswamy Stadium. This activist is seeking an FIR against Kohli and others, which could lead to further investigation and potential charges. Meanwhile, as far as the other important developments are concerned, 4 accused individuals, they are in 14-day judicial custody, sparking debates about whether the Karnataka government is holding the right people accountable. Top police officials, including the commissioner, have been transferred, adding to the controversy surrounding the government's response. Meanwhile, the Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister, D.K. Shivakumar, he asks, what more can the government do?
My Honorable Chief Minister was kind enough to announce a judicial inquiry. What we have found, what we have got internally, so action has been taken on some of them. Investigation is going on. The magistrate investigation, a judicial investigation, and again the cases has been referred to the COD. What more a government can do? The government has done its best to give justice and see that we will come out with a plan of action with such type of events in the future.
So the demanding for your resignation, so what do you have to say?
You want let the demand. I will not answer to all their these political answers now. They are trying to do politics on the dead bodies. We don't want to do politics. We never did earlier also. I'll come back to you later.
There was nobody who opposed these celebrations or said something about it or even posted a sense of warning before the events happened. It's because the events have happened that people are now questioning. At that time in the afternoon, nobody posted. Even the BJP was all euphoric about the celebrations that was going to be there.
Who are we to stop the victory celebration? And more importantly, this is not the duty of state government to organize a victory celebration. Even on the day of on 3rd, when RCB won the finals, entire Karnataka, entire country celebrated. Even here in Bangalore, victory celebration went on till 5 a.m. in the morning. Police officers were on duty till 5 a.m. in the morning. When the agencies approached for the victory celebration, police officers clearly said, no, we can't give permission. Because all the police officers had worked till 5 a.m., till 5 o'clock in the morning. So clearly police was not prepared. But since Chief Minister insisted, why? Because state government, very badly they wanted to encash upon the RCB's victory. This has, because of this, Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister forced police officials to give permission. So who should be held responsible?
Okay.
And more importantly, at one side, Chief Minister claims, no, we did not expect such a big crowd. We expected only 30 to 40,000 crore fans, RCB fans. Whereas the police officer in FIR clearly stated when they approached, they denied permission because If permission was given, lakhs and lakhs of people will come to Bangalore. When a police officer was aware of the fact that lakhs and lakhs of people will come, why did not Chief Minister think upon this issue?
Question is of responsibility on RCB as well or KSE as well. How do you respond to that? The fact that they say, the police again says, that they announced for the events without proper permissions. Who do you hold responsible for that? Only the political leadership or others as well?
If this is true, according to me, state government and more importantly Chief Minister, he is trying to cover up the whole episode. Chief Minister himself is trying to cover up the issue. Chief Minister has to take up the responsibility rather than suspending the innocent officers. Chief Minister has to tender the resignation. He has to tender the resignation. Ramlingareddy, a senior minister, he has also given a statement today. Due to the intelligence failure, this tragedy has taken place. Intelligence Department rests with Honorable Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. So he has to take up the responsibility.
Thanks very much, B.Y. Vijayendra, there, Karnataka BJP president there, speaking to us here at NDTV. Mr. Ponnana, the accusation is very strong. It is that officers have been thrown under the bus to shield the chief minister and the political leadership. Is the political leadership trying to be immune to facing any action in this case?
We are all in a state of mourning, and the entire state of Karnataka, the chief minister, the deputy chief minister, the home minister, all of us stand in solidarity with the people whose families have lost their lives, the families, the friends, everybody. We are all in a state of shock and in state of mourning. The question that arises on an objective assessment of the situation is who is responsible for what has happened. Now let us make a few things clear. Dehorse the emotional situation all of us are in. Number one, this entire program is a private program. The IPL per se is a franchisee-based the BCCI organized cricket tournament. The state or its agencies have nothing to do with it. All we do is provide for police protection and permissions in the venue that these matches take place at. Post the win of the Royal Challengers Bangalore on the night of the 3rd, it is the Royal Challengers Bangalore and the event managers who decided that the players will come to Bangalore on the 4th. And that there will be a celebration at the Karnataka State Cricket Association. Now what followed was unprecedented crowd. To just give you one statistics, a normal passenger number in the metro, just 1 minute. A normal passenger metro of about 6.5 lakh per day was that day recorded at 9 lakh plus. So we had just 2.5 lakh people just on the metro in excess.
But then, sir, why is then the police commissioner suspended? Why are police officers having to face action? The political leadership seems to be sitting pretty. Were they the ones who took the decision then?
No, the organizers had made an application on the 3rd, supposedly, to the police commissioner seeking for permission. He has not decided on this application. He has passed no orders on this application. Either if he felt that we are not equipped to deal with a situation like this, he ought to have rejected the permission outright. If he felt that we are equipped, then he got to have given them permission with certain conditions. Number one, in the morning, even before the event was held at 7 o'clock in the morning, RCB had gone on social media saying that this entire celebration is going to take place in the KSCA and all of them are welcome. It's a free entry. The police ought to have briefed the chief minister and the home minister with regard to what could have been the numbers, whether this program can be held, that cannot be held, and provided the necessary input for the government to take a decision or the chief minister to take a decision.
Okay.
Now, none of this has taken place. Now, show me, if at all, at any point in time, either the Honorable Home Minister, the Deputy Chief Minister, or the Chief Minister have either permitted Karnataka State Cricket Association to host this event or in any way assented to it. It is purely a matter of policing. Number one. Number two, I'm just pointing out why prima facie we have taken some action. Number two, you see the deaths have taken place due to the stampede. Even at 5:30, None of the political executive have been briefed with regard to the stampede at KSCA or with the casualties that have taken place.
Okay.
Now you have kept the entire political executive in the dark, and you say the heads must roll. Then heads
Okay.
must roll.
Sir, you have registered an FIR against RCB franchisee as well as the management company and also the Karnataka State Cricket Association. Already a probe is going on from the police end, and you have also added one more complaint into it.
Not really. The thing is, the police took my statement on that and have registered a self-FIR. I have not registered anything separately. So whatever the police have filed, my statement was just taken as a survivor of the incident is all. I have not registered anything separately, and I do not want to add anything on top of that.
You are the complainant, right, sir?
No. The police just merely took my statement from the hospital.
And so
Yes.
you are the victim, right? You were there at the spot, how it all turned out?
Yes. I got injured in the event here, in the Stampede.
So you were admitted to the hospital.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you still hospitalized, or have you discharged or went back to home?
I'm getting discharged as we speak.
11 dead, dozens injured. The celebrations in Bengaluru turned into chaos. Many have been calling this poor planning and a disregard to safety of the fans. The cricket fans, once again treated as cannon fodder in a system that feeds off their passion but fails to protect their lives at the same time. Here's a report.
11 dead, dozens injured. Bengaluru, the city that had waited 18 years for this victory, was plunged into mourning just minutes after its moment of glory. The RCB victory parade was called off due to safety concerns. But no one stopped the crowds from coming. No alternate crowd plan, no secure perimeter, just chaos. This wasn't just mismanagement by the very ecosystem built on fan loyalty.
मैं जब खेलता था तब भी मैं इन रोड शोज में ज़्यादा बिलीव करता नहीं था. मैं आज भी नहीं करता और मैं आगे भी नहीं करूँगा. जीतना इम्पोर्टेंट है, सेलिब्रेशंस इम्पोर्टेंट है, लेकिन उससे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है किसी भी व्यक्ति की ज़िंदगी. तो अगर हम प्रिपेयर्ड नहीं हैं या अगर हम उस तरीके के क्राउड को हैंडल नहीं कर सकते तो माइट एज वेल ये रोड शोज नहीं होने चाहिए, बिकॉज वी ऑल आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल सिटीजन ऑफ दिस कंट्री. और वो हमारे को हर तरीके में और हर एक्शन में दिखना चाहिए और हमारे को अपना वो एक्शन दिखाना भी चाहिए.
As it is a franchisee cricket and franchisee organization, so it is their private affair how they celebrate, when they celebrate. We do not have any control, and the present protocol also requires that there should not be any intimation to BCCI. Also, we must have some guidelines or some advisories to the winning teams or with all the franchises also. We may have to think about that, but till now nothing has concretized. But this has been an eye-opener for us. This incident has taught lessons.
It can happen in any state. That means the party in power there should not be blamed for this. It can happen in any state ruled by any political party. That much, if at times it happens in some state where BJP is in power, we should not blame BJP also.
As loved ones mourn the dead, those in power are deflecting, denying and escaping from the reality. RCB, merely condolence statement. BCCI, a vague review, and Netas are busy in blaming each other. This wasn't just poor planning, it was betrayal. Cricket fans once again treated as cannon fodder in a system that feeds off their passion but fails to protect their lives. The cricketing world moves on, but for these families, the loss is permanent. These lives will never come back. Is there no respect for the dead? With Malvika Murli, Bureau Report. NDTV.
The Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has made significant comments in the Judge Cash Rao case, raising serious concerns about the matter. The Vice President, he questioned the absence of an FIR in this particular case, emphasizing the need for a thorough investigation. He asked questions about the source of the cash, seeking clarity on who owned it and whether bigger players were involved, and stressed that no one is above the law.
Imagine if it had not appeared. So we don't know whether it is isolated or there are instances. Now, whenever tainted, unaccounted, unexplained cash hole is there, system has to move to find out whose is the money, who owns this money, what is the money trail, where did this huge cash come from? Yes. Are there big sharks? Has the money influenced judiciary in judicial work? Yes. All these issues are agitating the mind not only of the lawyers, of the people in the street. Now question arises, why was there no FIR? Why has there been no investigation at all? In a democratic society, rule of law, equality in law is compromised seriously, severely, if some people are above law, beyond scrutiny, beyond investigation.
In a significant diplomatic development, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he has been invited by Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney to attend the G7 summit in Alberta. This marks Modi's fifth consecutive G7 appearance, signalling a potential thaw in India-Canada relations, which was strained by the past allegations. Prime Minister Modi expressed gratitude, emphasizing the vibrant ties between the two democracies. Bangladesh's interim leader Mohammad Yunus has announced that national elections are likely to take place between December 2025 and June next year. While there is no fixed date, Yunus emphasized that the timeline depends on the progress of electoral and governance reforms. Time for a very short break. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back. In a bid to deepen bilateral ties, the UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy is set to visit India from the 7th till the 8th of June. And during his two-day trip, Lammy will hold high-level talks with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well as the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar in New Delhi. He is also expected to meet the Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal at the British High Commission. This visit signals renewed momentum in UK-India relations, especially on trade, defense and global cooperation. And Parle G biscuits, a staple in many Indian households and a nostalgic reminder of childhood for millions, have taken on a different significance in Gaza, where famine has driven prices to extreme levels. A single packet of Parle G biscuit, typically priced at around 5 rupees in India, is reportedly being sold for rupees 2,400 in Gaza, a staggering 500 times the original price. This report by Samiran Mishra and Ridhima Kedia explains the details. Parle G, for millions of Indians, it's more than a biscuit. It's childhood, it's comfort. It's the rupees 5 snack you dip into chai on rainy days. But in Gaza, a place gripped by famine, the same biscuit pack is now being sold at nearly 500 times their original price. A single packet costs 2,400 rupees. After the 2023 escalation, Gaza's lifeline, food, was choked. Border closures, aid blockades, rising desperation. A new system, the Secure Distribution Site 1, also known as the SDS-1 model, replaced UN food routes. But what it brought was not relief. It was queues behind barbed wires and hunger priced out of reach. In a post that has taken the internet by storm, Mohammed Jawad, a local Palestinian, wrote, and I quote, "After a long wait, I finally got Rafif her favorite biscuits from 1.5 pound to over 24 pounds. I just couldn't say no," unquote. Because when war steals normalcy, even a biscuit becomes a promise kept. For Mohammed, it wasn't about price, it was about Rafif's smile. And in times like these, that smile is worth everything. Dr. Khalid Al-Shawba, a Gaza surgeon, told NDTV that the problem isn't with the original suppliers or taxation. These goods usually enter Gaza as humanitarian aid, free of charge. Scarcity turns them into high-priced black market goods. He managed a pack for rupees 240. Different locations, different prices, depending on who the seller is. Interestingly, these Parle-G packets with export pack labels do not mention any price whatsoever. In response to this, Israel official has claimed, and I quote, "This is why free humanitarian aid directly to the people of Gaza is so important, because over 80% of products in all previous aid attempts were looted by Hamas and resold to the Gazans for an outrageous price." The steep pricing is not limited to Parle-G, which is an export from a country located roughly 4,300 kilometers away. This is not a supply chain failure. This is a fight for survival, dictated by scarcity, corruption, and conflict. It's not just Parle-G that costs too much in Gaza. It's the human cost of every meal, priced not in rupees or shekels, but in the pain of waiting, the despair of empty shelves, and the hunger that doesn't end. With Samiran Mishra and Rhythm Arcadia, Bureau Report for NDTV World. Elon Musk's Starlink has received a license to offer satellite internet services in India, becoming the third company to secure this approval from the Department of Telecom. Now, according to sources, the Department of Telecom has confirmed that Starlink will be granted trial spectrum within 15 to 20 days for applying it, paving the way for the company to begin operations in the country.
Well, the wait is finally over for Starlink, as we're learning from our sources at Starlink as well as the Department of Telecommunications that the company has been granted a unified license. Now, unified license includes GMPACS, VSAT and the ISPA A category for the whole area, the national area. As far as India is concerned, DoT sources have also confirmed that Starlink has complied with the latest security norms related to GMPCS, which were recently updated by TRAI. Now, we had a chance to review a copy of the letter of intent which was given to Starlink on the 7th of May. According to the letter of intent, there are a few terms and conditions that they need to comply with. First off, we'll talk about the financial obligations that they owe the government of India. That is a non-refundable entry fee of about 1 crore 60 lakhs. Apart from that, they also owe in bank guarantees 1 crore 20 lakhs to the government. So that is most likely covered because before proceeding, they need to clear all of these compliances, and only then will they be given these licenses that we just mentioned, which is the whole unified license. Now, as far as these licenses are concerned, this will be followed by an in-space authorization for the satellite to be operating in for Starlink satellite to be operational in India and to cover the whole area of India to provide data as well. So that is the only particular meeting that we will still be looking at as it develops further. An interministerial meeting will be conducted is what we're learning from our sources, along with in-space, to give that final authorization and for Starlink's India debut as well.